Yo, what it do? What it do? Mr. Big Mouth, right back at it. Hey, check me out. Check me out. The death of hip hop. I'm gonna give it to you real quick. We killed hip hop. White folks had participation in it, but we killed hip hop, nigga. Word to my mother, we killed it. You know how we killed it? We killed it by the fact that these young dudes, because the white people just want to sell records, and the young dudes just want to get in the game. So the hot new dude with the single that comes with a new sound or whatever, talking his murder music or whatever the hell, because he's not educated. You're not educated at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Not until you give probably over 25 years do you really got something to say and do you really understand the game. So we're listening to young, ignorant ass niggas. That's what we were doing. Maturing into the men. And that's why every freshman album is supposed to be different from your sophomore album to your junior album to your senior album and so forth on. Because it's supposed to show your growth. We got stuck without growing. That's where we effed up at. Because we got to selling records. And we got to overlooking hip hop, the men and women of hip hop that came before the new young hot artists. So we let the hot new artist outshine the person that's already putting in his shine and his grind, because we allowed them to get old. Now the industry is flooded with a whole bunch of ignorant ass young niggas that haven't really understand what it means to be a man, to live life, to know responsibility and accountability of their actions and of their speech, their tongue, because words are powerful. Very powerful. Words can have people get killed. Words can get you killed. Things of that nature. It's all about speech. All this murder and this violence is coming from music of speech. And it's peer pressuring people to do things, but it's peer pressuring younger individuals that haven't had guidance because they're still young and ignorant, and they're not going to gain guidance and knowledge until they start getting an elevated mind. And that usually doesn't happen until you've been here at least a decade. I mean, not a decade, a century. 25 years, you understand me? So what happened is we killed hip hop. We killed rap music. Why? Like I just said, we let the new younger artists excel to the front without really showing homage and keeping those ones that was kicking facts and knowledge and that was elevating each level of their record and albums that they're putting out next. We didn't want to hear their elevation unless they were certain artists that kept their streams and their numbers high. But the ones that was really teaching you something because they learned, we wasn't trying to hear that. And the radio started pumping these young dudes that got the fly fresh new song or new sound or whatever. So the dudes that were real hip hop, that started to understand what they need to do in the game, we start pushing them to the back. Because they ain't talking about murder. They're not talking about guns. They're not talking about hoes, jewelry, cars, clothes, and all this rhetoric, bro. We killed hip hop by allowing the companies that run certain streams and program managers and things of this nature to let the young new sound of young ignorant artists that haven't really grasped the depths of understanding life, economics, racism, socialism, all these different categories that they should be expressing in their rhymes, in their music. So the younger audience that's listening can learn something. No, we wasn't pushing that. We was pushing guns and violence and sex, fornication, adultery. You know what I'm saying? I don't need this hoe, I go get another. I don't need this car, throw it in the gutter, go get another, easy. You know what I'm talking about? All this money I can flash, all these jewels I got. Look what I got, you ain't got. That's not teaching anything. That's a level of ignorance. That's ignorance. When you sitting here boasting and bragging about what you got that somebody else ain't got it, somebody else will take it from you if they start seeing like, man, this nigga just boasting and bragging and talking down on me. We killed hip hop by not believing in our first artists, our past artists, the artists that got us to where we're at. Chuck D, Public Enemy, been around for a long time. Listen to them words. He'll teach you something. But why is not Chuck D all the way up here, especially with all the knowledge he has and all the influence he's put on and all the people he's known that can vouch for him? Why is he not up here with the Jay-Z's? Why is KRS-One not up here with the Nas's? You know what I'm saying? It's some teachers out here, Buster. You know what I'm saying? That should be all the way up here. But we did it too. And when I say we, I mean you rappers, you artists. Some of the same people I named. It could be, it might not be you, Busta, KRS-One, Chuck D, Nas, Jay-Z, all these little artists. Most of them was all from New York, but you know what I'm saying. What happened is when we seen a hot new thing come, we jumped on the bandwagon too. And if you think about it, I ain't lying to you. If you think about it, you know I'm telling the truth. Y'all jumped on the bandwagon too. I don't support bullshit. I don't listen to it. I scroll up. I used to give y'all a little minute to say something, but then y'all just saying the same shit over and over again and over and over again. And it's like y'all just murdering each other on the track. No, I don't want to hear this. Why waste my time? I don't pay attention and I don't waste time with bullshit with nothing in my life, including music. So we killed it because when these new hot artists was coming out and doing this and that, we supposed to snatch them out of coattail. We supposed to pull them up, give them the game. We know they young. These niggas ain't been on the planet 20 years. They ain't been on the planet 20 years. They don't know nothing. This is how the elders was looking at us one day. But being the fact that we let them ride and we start supporting them, which is right. You're supposed to support young new artists. But the thing is, we start trying to jump on that bandwagon. We want to do a song with them. We want to be on the same level because we know they're the hot new thing coming. But instead of telling them what's right and what's wrong, we went with it. You went with it. You jumped on the bandwagon, bro. Because you knew that they was going to be probably the motherfuckers that's going to be selling like you used to sell. Or they was probably going to sell more than you used to sell. And you wanted to stay relevant. You wanted to support them by being on a song and say, yeah, I did a song with him before he was da-da-da, da-da-da. Nah, I don't want to do songs with niggas. So X that when he was still here. I don't want to do a song with you, X. Not right now. And I'm nobody. I don't want to do a song with you right now, DMX. I want to have a conversation with you. I want to hear you personally in my eardrum. Not by social media, not on the TV. I want to hear your words hit my ears. Because once I hear you in my ear, X, I'm going to put out 5 songs. And they're going to be fired off of what you told me. Things I've heard from you in my area, in my aura, in my space. That's what motivates me. That's what gives me these hot bars, nigga. Listening to these older guys give me game so I can give it to y'all. Y'all wasn't giving these young niggas no game. Y'all was jumping on the bandwagon, and now we here. Real niggas know what I'm talking about, but the good die young, Nip. They not teaching these niggas shit, bro. Holla back, man. Mr. Big Mouth. I'm back at it.